Ryan Garcia has decided to get back in touch with Eddie Reynoso and ask him potentially if he'll be his coach again. At least that's what the word going around is. Now, I got to be honest. I think that's a very wise thing to do. I think Eddie is a guy who has a system. I think he has a better understanding of fundamentals. I think he's a guy who will coach Ryan, who will put Ryan in his place, who will show him right from wrong, who will steer him down the right path. Uh, some of the interviews I saw of Joe Goosen and the way he was talking about Ryan was very, very worrying and very troublesome. I mean, saying you don't coach Ryan, you work with him. You know, I mean that was honestly the main one. That was the main one. That's like there's certain things a coach says that just show certain things a person says that just show their level of competency and just their level of like leadership, and that was one of them. I remember John Kavanagh one time said, Connor pretty much coaches himself. John Kavanagh is Conor McGregor's coach. He said Connor in camp pretty much coaches himself. Connor at the end of the day knows more about mixed martial arts than all of us, so we just kind of get out of his way and let him coach himself. He literally said that, and it's like, yeah, maybe that explains why he lost like 3 out of his past 3 fights or 4 out of his past 4 fights. Actually, I think yeah, it's about 4 out of his past 4 fights. Maybe that could be a contributing reason as to why he's lost all of them. Just a thought. I don't know. Just a thought. Maybe these athletes actually needs coaches that are going to hold them accountable and keep them in check. Just a thought. I don't know. Use your own brain on that one. Maybe I'm crazy, but but yeah, when Joe Goosen said that, that was very troubling, and I think Ryan at the end of the day would be far better suited with a coach like Eddie Reynoso, who's going to hold him accountable, coach who is currently working with pretty much the face of boxing, one of the best boxers to ever do it, Canelo. A coach that seems to be very intense. I've heard things about Eddie Reynoso, like if you're not serious about boxing or serious about learning, and you're not serious about training, that he'll actually kick you out of his gym. He doesn't care who you are. You have to have basically a special invitation to even go into the gym. So it seems like a much better place for Ryan Garcia to be, and I think that's a smart decision for Ryan Garcia to go back with a coach who's going to be a harsh critic of him and show him, show him how to stick to the fundamentals and things he needs to evolve and work on in his game plan. So, I mean, he won 3 fights when he was with Eddie. I think the only way to improve as an athlete is to be with a coach like that and to be very critical of your own performances. Have people around you that are smarter than you in the game and that are also critical of your performances and take their advice and then improve as an athlete. I think it's one of the only ways you can really improve in this game. You can't have yes men around you. You cannot have coaches that are saying, oh, you don't coach Ryan, you just work with him. How'd that work out? It worked out with Ryan getting TKO'd from a liver shot. So it is what it is. I think Ryan should go work with Eddie Reynoso. I think he should humble himself. I think he should do whatever Eddie tells him. And I think he could be one of the best boxers to ever do it. But he's got to up his skill set, humble himself, and master the fundamentals, because there are fundamentals he just has not mastered yet. So if he can do those things, he'll be back on top. If not, we'll see. But I think him reaching out to Eddie Reynoso and him wanting to go back and work with Eddie is a very good move. And if I was him, I would do it, and I would stick with Eddie. So we'll see what happens. My name is Angelo. This is The Art of Violence. Till next time.